Every time I hear the word Ryder Cup, it sends me back to, the edition that I played and how proud I was to wear the colors and be part of such an unbelievable event. So the first reaction was a lot of joy and just very proud of wearing the colors again. Luke sent me a text a couple of days ago asking if we could meet and grab a coffee or something. I mean, I figured, coffee wasn't probably going to be the first thing we were going to talk about. But yeah, we met, and he mentioned how much he's always loved what the Ryder Cup meant to me, and you never realize how you come across, but I think the boys back in 2012 would have realized that this was something that I've always wanted to be a part of, and do everything I could to represent Europe in the best of fashion.
Nico has been on my mind for a couple of months, to be honest. Obviously got to play with him in 2012, the greatest comeback in European history in the Ryder Cup, and you could tell just how much it means to represent the Ryder Cup for him. That week I spent a lot of time. He was just in awe of being there. He understands what it means to represent the European crest and what it means to be a part of the Ryder Cup. So he'll be a nice person to have great contact with the guys. When I'm maybe keeping an eye on some of the guys in the US, he'll be here in Europe. So I'm very excited to have him as my third vice captain.
I think I'll probably bridge the gap between some of the older boys because I might still be somehow 16-year-old in my head at times. So I think that would be one of my roles, is to take some of the young guys under my wing and just find exactly how to talk to them and try to get the best out of them. My mission would be to be able to make a contribution in any shape or form, wherever I'm asked to do this or that, or to look at this or to look at that. We have an amazing collection of vice captains in Thomas Bjorn and Eduardo Molinari, and I think we all are different, but we all have a special bond, and I think have different personalities is also something that is quite interesting, because when you put them all in the room together, you will have different angles. Now you just got to be able to exchange and take what's best from every different personality. I grew up playing a lot of team sport, and I feel like I would always be a better asset in a team environment, just because it's the sort of sport that I grew up with. And I never considered myself, a real leader. I've always liked to be, just a couple of lines behind, and I've always enjoyed the exchange that you can have with your colleagues and try to put a plan together in place to get in the battlefild. The only reason why you get into this is to win. When you play team sport, when you grow up, they tell you the most important thing is to participate. But when you wear the colors and you step on that first tee, there's only one thing you want to do, and that is to win. Not only for the 12 guys that you're playing with, but for the continent that you represent.
To watch another Ryder Cup video, click here and subscribe here.